The United Nations envoy to Western Sahara, Staffan de Mistura, has proposed reviving an old proposal for partitioning the disputed Western Sahara as one way to satisfy both sides and let residents decide which government to live under. He said a southern section could be an independent state for the Polisario and the rest could be integrated as part of Morocco. Ahmed Fathi, a UN correspondent and global affairs analyst, discussed with VOA senior analyst Mohamed Elshanawi what prompted the UN envoy to revive an idea that former UN envoy James Baker floated more than 2 decades ago.
The reasons behind Mr. de Mistura's floating this idea again, for me, it's kind of a mystery. The international powers, the regional situation is that they are all moving in the direction of the Moroccan autonomy plan, which powers like the United States, France, and Spain, the former colonizer of the Western Sahara. Still, the idea came out floating, which was rejected, and the world has passed this stage. Most of the Western countries describing the autonomy plan as serious, credible, and realistic for resolving this long-standing conflict. So the reasons behind Mr. de Mistura's submission is really not known to me.
But Polisario Front said in a statement that it told Mr. de Mistura in an October 3rd meeting that any compromise that disregarded international law or was contrary to the mandate of the UN's mission for the referendum was a non-starter. And also Morocco has rejected the idea. What would that lead to?
It can lead to several scenarios, but none of them is conclusive solution for the conflict. The first scenario I can think of that the continuation of the stalemate and the prolonged conflict. This conflict has been going on for decades now. Neither the Polisario nor Morocco are compromising. Another scenario, that it can lead to diplomatic fracture, since there is a wave of countries, not just Western countries, but African countries, Asian, Pacific region. They have recognized the sovereignty of Morocco over the Sahara, and about 25 countries of them have already established a diplomatic presence, consulate in this part of Moroccan territory. So this, I think, can lead to more countries joining in, and the prevalence of a realistic solution can emerge. Regional tensions also is a possible scenario between Morocco and Algeria, which Algeria supports the Polisario Front. So this can add to it. Maybe a scenario from the UN side that they would change or shift their mediation strategy from trying to find a conclusive solution into just peacekeeping in the region.
Answering a question on whether the United States still stands by supporting Moroccan sovereignty over Western Sahara like the previous administration did, State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said there has been no change in our policy. What do you make of that?
The stance of the U.S. government reflects its strategic interests in maintaining a strong alliance with Morocco. Morocco is a North African country, a key partner in counterterrorism, regional security, and economic cooperation in North Africa. However, supporting Morocco's autonomy plan, the U.S. is aligning itself with other major powers, France and Spain. And they see it as this proposal is a pragmatic way to resolve this long-standing conflict and not just to adhere. And based on my personal experience, as I visited the Sahara before, I saw a thriving population in El Ayoun, which is the administrative capital of the Sahara. I haven't heard or seen or learned that the people living in the Tindouf camp are having the same way of life and prosperity as their brethren living under the Moroccan. So I think pragmatism will prevail at some point.